Okay, folks, deck profile of Chaos Face, we'll call it. Let's just get right into it.
Alright, so the namesake of the deck, Necroface. Ever since Gold Star came back to 3, I thought I'd try him out again with Chaos, since Chaos is also coming at 3. It really helps like the toolbox of decks with like Dimensional Alchemist, and it can make a real surprise OTK. So yeah. Alright. Next namesake of the deck, Triple Chaos Sorcerer. Pretty self-explanatory. It's the control and removal of the deck. And yeah, I mean, that's all I really need to explain it. It was just so good. Alright, then we have Triple Chaos. He's like a secondary removal force. I mean, it's really nice to like drop Chaos Sorcerer and sack him for Chaos and remove 2 cards. And yeah, I mean, Chaos is just good.
Combos with Fader.
Yeah, that too. Okay, next we have Dark Armed. I run a good amount of darks, so he's pretty much just
Derp.
yeah. Alright. And then, I mean, I guess you could also call this deck Chaos SalvoDAD, since I run the Salvo engine along with 2 salvos. So yeah, he's just draw power, and then makes a nice black rose. Helps the dark count for Dark Armed. And yeah, it's pretty good.
And 8 stars with Fader.
Yeah, that's it. Then we have Sangan, who like searches like half the deck, so that's pretty good. Then Plague, I run a good amount of mill, so obviously. And here we have the main defense of the deck, since it runs so many monsters, just like 31 or 32. It's like ridiculous. So yeah, this comprises the whole defense of the deck. Fader is like awesome with Dimensional Alchemist, you can recycle it. Yeah, just drop it whenever you get like owned. And then Gores is just Gores. I mean, he's so good. Trag, this deck runs a lot of different levels. You can steal stuff and then sync with it. And then Trag's just good again. Makes good defense when you can't run that many spells and traps. Then Veilers helps with the light count. And I mean, there's some things that Fader can't just stop, like a Samurai Swarm or like I don't know, Gautam's raping your hand. So yeah, this pretty good defense suite for a deck that runs like 32 monsters. Okay, then we have the rest of the lights. We have Triple Cyber Dragon. He's just a great card against like Glads, and he's a light, and I mean, Cyber Dragon's just really good. Combos well with Salvo to make an easy 8. Yeah, I could go on and on. It's a good card. Then we have Triple Dimensional Alchemist. I mean, every single Chaos deck I think should be playing 3 of these. Probably my favorite card of the deck. Because after you use like Gold Star on Necroface and get 5 cards in the remove from play zone, you can then like toolbox this with Dimensional Alchemist. I mean, it's a one turn 1800 beater, and then it's pretty much a floater, which is just awesome. And then ending out the lights, we have 2 Raikou. It's a good first turn set. It helps get the Koichi into the graveyard without having to necessarily set it. And adds to the lights and can mill even more lights, and it's just good destruction. And then the only non-lights and darks in the deck are double Card Trooper. I mean, since it came to 2, I mean, just helps with the mills. It's a floater, free draw. It's just so good. Just gotta watch out for opposing Cyber Dragons. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. I think it was like 31 or 32 monsters. Let's see. Like, yeah, 32 monsters. It's a lot, but it actually hasn't been a problem. And it makes my Necroface mills like way better. And then Necroface can just like absolutely like ruin engines of decks like the one Dandelion. And I mean, I've hit both frog players Treeborn frogs, and yeah, he was not happy about this. Okay, so to begin the spells and traps, we have Triple Gold Sark. I mean, the main thing you want a Gold Sark for is Necroface, so then you can get the 5 mills and then get it back 2 turns later. And it can be a beat stick if you need it to be so. But if I open like 2 Gold Sarks, I'll go for like Dark Armed and then Necroface if I have a good hand for that. But then I can Gold Sark for a bunch of other stuff that's good, like just staples like Allure, or Giant Trunade, or Hole and Reborn. And yeah, these are all the spells the deck runs. Allure is just really good in general because, I mean, paired with him, more mills, especially after you get it back from or Gold Sark. And yeah, draw power. Pretty much staples. This is like the best entire back row removal we have this format. So it's pretty much the only option the deck needs. It runs so many floaters, it doesn't really matter, and it runs so much defense, it doesn't even matter if you warning and then try to OTK. So the deck doesn't need back row, and back row removal, it can just keep pressing on with like Chaos Sorcerer and floaters, which really annoy back rows. And then Hole Reborn, just really obvious. We don't even need to explain. And the last card of the deck is a trap, and it's not Treacherous Chapel, it's Return from the Different Dimension. And obviously with Necroface, it's just like absolutely destroys stuff. I mean, unfortunately, most of the time I've used it, it's gotten like MST during the end of my turn, so I don't get to use it, since I don't run any back row and they have dead back row in their back row, so yeah. But when I do pull it off, it just wins games. It's so good. Alright, and that's it for the main deck. Some will go into the extra, which, I mean, it's pretty simple. I'll go through it pretty quickly. We have 2 Chimera Tech. I mean, I run triple Cyber Dragon, and there's enough room for 2, and I just don't like Machinas and Karakuris, and it can hit the random, like, Card Trooper and, like, other Cyber Dragon and Formula Synchron, so that's why I run 2. Yeah. So we have Armory Arm,
4-star.
yeah, he's just there for the few times I can pull off like Colossal Arms, and if I need the 4-star. We have Magical Android and Allied Justice Cataster in Light, Dark, 5-star. Pretty much just good options for when the opportunity arises. And then Armory Arm's a Light, and then Chimera Tech's a Dark. So yeah, the extra deck helps the Light Dark count too, so like Chaos Sorcerer's never dead in this deck. Then we have the only 6-star you can run since Goyo got banned, Brionac. Brionic's just so good. No explanation needed. For the 7 stars, we have 2 Black Rose for a Salvo player's main thing that's made off of it. Then we have lesser options. Scrap Archfiends for if you just need to run over something. Good 2700 attack. And then Ancient Fairies for Dragoonities and Gravekeepers to get rid of their field spells. It's also light, which is nice. Then the last 7-star, which is more specifically made, is Arcanite. Pretty much the only way to make it is Chaos Sorcerer plus Veiler. But I mean, the play's so good. You just drop Chaos Sorcerer, remove something, drop Veiler, and then pop 2 more cards. Then you have another light and a dark, and actually 2 lights and another dark. So, yeah, Arcanite's a good one. Then we round things up with 8 stars. We have Colossal, Thought Ruler, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust. Pretty much made through Chaos Sorcerer, Caius plus the Milled Plague. Colossal Fighters for Colossal Arms, and I mean, he's good to stall with, I guess. You can't really do that much now, though, with all the destruction. Thought Ruler, I'm just a huge fan of Thought Ruler. Like, if I do an early return, then I can run over something to get life points back. I mean, it's not that important, but the main thing I like about him is the fact that, since I've noticed D-Prison's been getting more popular lately, he can just straight out negate it if he doesn't get warning, that is. And, yeah, I like how he can limit the options of a back row like that. And then these 2 are pretty much staples. Scrap Dragon's just good at destroying things. Stardust is good at protecting things. Alright, so that rounds up the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, that's it.